up, everybody? It's John from JohnnyOctave.com, and I've got a banging little riff for you guys today. It's Edgar Winter, Free Ride. It's just a little bit on the intermediate side, but any beginners out there that want to check this out, I totally encourage that. You know, you'll pick something up, some terms, some maybe some more advanced techniques, some stuff you're not used to. But anybody out there that totally intended to knock this riff out of the park, come with me. I can help you with that.
Okay, you guys, let me break this this riff down for you. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to start out with the slide on the 7th fret on the A string. And you're going to slide up a whole step, okay? That. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to reach over to the 7th fret on the D string, G string, and B string. And you're going to grab that chord. It's a little D shape. We're not going to geek out on the theory thing right now, but that's what that is, okay? So you've got that little guy, just like that, okay? Slow. Okay? And then what I do is I come down on the B string with my 2nd finger at the 8th fret, that note, okay? So I'm leaving the bar, I'm leaving my 1st finger right where it was in the D, G, and B, okay? 2nd finger is going to come down, like I said, on the B string, 8th fret. And then your 3rd finger is going to come down on the D string, 9th fret. So now you have that chord, okay? Little G chord. Okay? So look at this. Okay? Now what happens right away after you get this chord under your fingers is you slide it, okay? And you slide it up a whole step. Up is that way, right? So let me put that into real time. And once you do that, you're going to have 2 little extra strums at the end of that. So and I'm picking those down up. So. Okay? And then what I do next is you're going to go down a whole step, okay, where that chord, where you slid the chord from, okay? And you're going to attack that once. You're going to strum it, pick it once. Okay? So this was the starting place of that slide. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to lift your 2nd finger and your 3rd finger up to get that bar again at the 7th fret, D string, G string, and B string. You're going to strike that once. Okay? So you've got this. Now really slow. Okay? Okay? And then what comes next are some 16th note scratches. Okay, now what this is, in case you guys aren't aware of scratching, this to me is like the glue that kind of holds this riff together. So what you want to do is, just real quickly, is just float your fingers on the strings so that you get a clicking sound, a scratching sound. Okay? If you're pressing too hard, you're going to get notes. You're probably going to get a pretty awful sounding chord, you know, depending on where your hands are. So make sure they're just floating on the strings. If you're not floating enough, if you're too far away from the strings, okay, you're probably going to get some open notes. So you want to, it's a fine balance, people. It's fine balance. Okay, don't press too hard, and not hard enough will get open strings. So practice that. Once you get the scratching down, then next you want to give those a down, up, down, up. Okay, and that's exactly what comes next, is a down, up, down, up. Okay, so you guys can practice that all by itself. You know, the little 16th, swung 16th scratch thing. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? Because we're going to insert that in the riff right here. Okay? Just like that. Really slow. All right? right? Now, what happens next is we're going to start the second half of this riff. And you're going to start it out exactly the same way. So you're going to start at the 7th fret, A string, and do that slide again. Okay, so you're sliding from 7 to 9. Same stuff so far. You're going to reach up and grab that little D shape. Okay, that little D shape comes from this D major chord. For those of you that know how to play bar chords, okay, it comes from that. So you're playing same stuff, D string, G string, B string with your index finger. And then we start to do something different here, which I'll give that D a little hit again. And then I come down on with a hammer on to the same chord shape with my second finger at the 8th fret B string. My third finger is going to come down on the D string 9th fret, but they're with a hammer on. Okay? So I'm basically hitting this. Okay, that the barred first finger chord here, the D, little D shape, and then hammering on those 2 notes for that chord. Okay? So you guys could practice that. That's not an easy move. Okay? So that sounds like this. Alright? And then we're going to add those 2 little that little down up stroke thing that we had up here in the first half of the riff. Okay? We have this now. Right? Okay? Then what we do next is you're going to lift your second finger and your third finger, but keep your first, keep that little bar right where it's at. We're going to strike that once, pick it once. Okay? Okay? And then what I do is I roll my finger down to the A string, my index finger, to the A string and the D string 7th fret, and we hit that chord. Okay? That's basically a little version of A. Something you might recognize as A down here. I just see that as just, too far to go for where all this riff is and how fast it's happening. I'm not totally sure that Edgar hits this one. Good old Edgar. But I think I'm satisfied to hit it here. If you guys want to try for that one, be my guest. So this is what this will sound like. Okay. Got that? And then, of course, we're going to add these little 16th note scratches at the end of that riff. Down, up, down, up. Okay. All right, you guys, have a ton of fun with this riff. Just be patient with the scratching, well, the whole thing. It's kind of an intermediate thing, as I mentioned before, and just get the those scratches. Get those happening. Like I said, for me, that's just the glue that kind of holds this riff together and keeps it grooving. And just be patient with those slides. And well, another key, I suppose, to this riff is little fast fret or whatever this stuff is. This will keep you slipping and sliding on the neck, nice and easy. You guys have fun. I'll see you next time.